Welcome back to our program on this Sunday afternoon. Now, each week, we're catching up with a different Lakers legend. Recently, I sat down with Jamaal Wilkes, who won 3 of his 4 NBA championships with the Lakers in the early part of the Showtime era. Remember that? Before that, he was an All-American at Santa Barbara High School and helped lead UCLA to 2 titles and a record 88 straight wins. But back then, he was known as Keith Wilkes. But now, we all know him as simply Silk.
Legends, sponsored by CallJacob.com.
To the right is Magic, to the left is Wilkes. He gives to Wilkes, comes underneath and scores.
The Lakers wouldn't be the Lakers of today if Jamaal Wilkes didn't play for them when you did. So, you know, you helped set the stage for a lot of championships, a lot of parades, and a lot of wonderful players as well.
Well, I appreciate you, Jim, and I feel that way as well. I feel I was an important call, not only on the court, but behind the scenes in terms of helping guys, you know, learn the system, helping guys get along, you know, tremendous egos. You know, I don't think of it often, but once in a while it will hit me especially when I hear a younger person say something or someone of my generation will just say something without really meaning it or thinking about it, but it has such an impact. And I go, wow, man, you know, I was part of something special.
The nickname Silk. You know, a lot of people today don't know where that came from, but I'd like for you to tell us where Silk originally came from.
Well, I was at UCLA, a sophomore, and students used to come watch us practice. Everybody used to come watch us practice. So one of the guys in the band used to come, and I did a move that day. Anyway, we're in the dorms eating dinner afterward. He sees me in line. He goes, Keith, Silk. He just blurted Silk out, smooth as silk. So, you know, Bill Walton, Greg Lee, Vince Carson, you know, the guys were around. And so they got a big kick out of it. They started calling me that. And then Dick Enberg heard the guys calling me that. And then he picked up on it on the air. But that's where it came from.
Was there something kind of magical about your shot? Because a lot of people like to tease you about the way you shot that, what they say was an ugly shot.
That's being kind, Jeff. You know, I never realized I was shooting any different until I got to college. My first year in college, Coach Wooden calls me over and, you know, says, his first week of practice, says, I want you to shoot some jump shots around the key. And I'm stunned because you didn't want to be singled out at all. So anyway, I shoot the shots. I'm drilling it. He said, now how did you shoot that? And I, you know, showed him the motion. I was very confused. He said, does it have the good reverse spin? I thought about it. I said, yeah. He said, and then he rolled the ball out. Does it have the good reverse spin? I said, yeah, coach. I mean, he said, okay, you're dismissed. And so years later, we laughed about it, but I wasn't trying to be different. I was just doing what I organically grew up doing, and fortunately it worked. And that's why he didn't change my shot. He said my setup and my finish was fixed, but it was just what happened in between was was a little different, but he could live with the result.
What would you say is your greatest accomplishment with the Lakers?
I was blessed to be on 3 championship teams. And each one is different. They're kind of like children. Each one has its own story, and it's hard to differentiate one from the other. I mean, I'm ecstatic to be in the Hall of Fame, but I think being a key member of Showtime and the Mystic Men and everything that conjures up, which is a icon in our society, I think just being a Laker was my greatest accomplishment.
Now, for those of you that didn't see it, I mean, he took the ball back behind his head, and it was all kinds of, it was just incredible. Yeah. But he was consistent.
Don't teach that. And as he said, it was just what I organically did. Mm-hmm. You can shoot any way you can. It's going to get you to 3 titles, a Hall of Fame career, a jersey retired, and as he said, the biggest accomplishment, though, being a member of the Lakers. And that's what wearing the purple and gold is so special. That's why fans in LA get tattoos of the Lakers, because it's part of the community. It's what you're doing, what you're wearing. And no matter what, you can play 1 year for the Lakers, and you could be the 12th man. You can bank that for the rest of your life, as he will always be known as a member of the Lakers. But Silk Wilkes, the way he was talking, really cool. I love this segment because you always go back and bring the Laker players that you kind of grew up watching. And you're like, wait a minute, that's cool, the stories. Him and John Wooden, those stories
absolutely.
Are cool.
You better believe, and a true role model as well.
Yeah, and Wooden didn't change him.
No.
It's, here's what I have in a player, let him be. Let him be.
And he is Silk.
Ooh.
Thanks for watching Legends on SportsCentral. The law offices of Jacob Emrani are proud to support the team who built the basketball dynasty here in Los Angeles. The legendary team at calljacob.com are here for you 24/7.